Bugs, a Trilogy, is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. It is a 2018 horror anthology that runs about an hour and 6 minutes in length. Um, this is pretty forgettable. I kept watching each segment. There's obviously, it's a trilogy, so there's three anthology shorts here. They run around about 20 minutes apiece. And every one of them felt kind of just like they really went nowhere. They ended, and I was like, "That's it? That was the story." Obviously, each of the three deals somehow with bugs, but I mean, they do. But I don't know. I would feel like a film like this being all about bugs. They show real bugs in the movie, like in between their anthology segments as like segues, almost as its wraparound. And that kind of, creeps you out a little bit because, if you're a person that's, again, doesn't like bugs, has a phobia to bugs, yeah, that stuff, you're like, ugh, those are fucking creepy little bugs. They're like, National Geographic type documentary shots of bugs. And that's really like the only emotion that I had during the film. The acting in the film is fine. It's okay. I wouldn't say this is anything against the actors or actresses in the film because they're not really given a whole lot to showcase their abilities. So they could be amazing or they could be shit for all I know. I don't really know. I don't feel like they had to push their range much. I just felt all the stories to kind of be boring. Like, it was kind of like interesting for seconds here and there, and I was like, oh, maybe that'll become something. And it was just kind of like, like they could have done something with that, and it just didn't go anywhere, and it kind of ended, and you were like, okay, next one. But they're so short, the movie's over so fast, that you're just kind of like, all right, well, I watched that. What's next, So, yeah, definitely not something I'm going to be recommending. It's not horrendous. It sounds like what I'm saying is horrendous, but it's watchable. It's just kind of like, okay, the characters are okay. The dialogue is okay. So it's not painful or anything. You're not sitting there like, oh my God, like I want to fucking kill myself, or this is just dreadful, or, but it sure as hell isn't like, oh my God, this is really cool. This is really interesting. This is really cool. No, you don't really have any of those emotions. It's just kind of sitting there and you're watching and just it's going on and it's like quick. And the stories, because they're anthology stories, it makes it even seem faster. If it was 60 straight minutes of that one story, I probably would have gotten like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous. I want to shut this up. But because it's three different stories and they're only like 20 minutes in length, by the time it starts and it's finished and you just kind of have some mediocre dialogue and story setup and whatnot going in between, you're just kind of watching, you're waiting for something to happen, and then it ends. And you're like, oh, that's it? And then it jumps to the next one. You're like interested and you're like, is this going to go somewhere? It's over. Oh, okay. It's just like that throughout the whole fucking thing. And I was just like, okay, that's it. All right. Stop. What a shame. I don't know. I felt like this could have been really interesting. 3 anthology stories dealing with bugs. Bugs are fucking gross, man. I'm not a bug fan at all. One crawled on me right now, I'd scream like a little girl and run away. I hate bugs. So when I pressed play on this, I was kind of facing my phobia in a way. And I was like, all right, let's do this. It's going to get gross. I can't even think. I don't even know if a bug is shown in this movie outside of like those National Geographic stuff, like inside like the actual anthology things. I think one might be. It really has. Bugs are kind of brought up in conversation and whatnot. And one girl thinks she has bed bugs and she keeps waking up with bites on her, but we never see them. Now, granted, bed bugs are very, very tiny. Although in the show, it could have been like giant bed bugs, whatever. It's fucking fiction. Go for it. That doesn't, that's not what the story ends up ultimately being, I know, but it just, nothing happened. That's the problem. So, all right.